Good morning, students. So, today we are going to start with our history chapter ruling the countryside or ruling the rural areas. Okay, so in previously we have done the whatever notes I have sent. I have tried to explain all the chapter, but again I am explaining in detail. If some points are remaining, so that I can remain. Students, we have already read in the previous chapters that after the Battle of Buxar, the English East India Company got the right to collect revenue from which states? Bengal, Bihar, and Odisha, right? So, after the British power controlled Indian territories, they require money, right? Or had to bear the cost of maintaining the administrative structure and meet war expenses and funds for buying Indian goods for exporting to England, right? So, the only aim of the company was to make as much as money possible since land revenue was the main source of income. Land revenue, okay, so its timely collection was critically for the company, critical, very critically, okay, because we will discuss how they you know uh, became, how it become easy or how it become comfortable for the company or the for the British power in this chapter. Between 1793 and 1857, the government framed policies aimed at maximizing the income of the British. In this chapter, we are going to discuss, as I told you, in this chapter, when we done the notes part, we have talked about three policies. Okay, one by one, we will discuss now also. So, we can say that first, the company becomes the Diwan. Okay, so on August 12, 1765, the Mughal emperor appointed the East India Company as the Diwan of Bengal. Okay, what is the meaning of Bengal? Bengal means Diwan means the chief financial administrator. Okay, means the right to collect revenue. Okay, now the initially the whatever the kings and emperors were ruling over our India, they have hired some officials to collect the taxes or collect the revenues from the peasants and other you know but now the revenue is collected by the British India Company only. Okay, that's why now they become Diwan. Okay, so now it had to think of administrating the land and organizing its revenue resources. This had to be done in a way that could yield enough revenue to meet growing expenses of the company. A trading company had also to ensure that it could buy the products it needed and sell that it wanted. So we can say that now whatever the main financial or economically rights were there, and they were in the hands of only and only in the Britishers. Okay, so next point is about revenue for the company. So you can see the picture is also given here, one picture is also given here, when there was a so many peoples were there, Indian, we can see that emperors and queen kings were also there. You can see in that first picture. Okay, people are there, they gathered over there for the when the company got the rights regarding divan or collecting taxes. Next point is about here revenue for the company. What is the meaning of revenue? As we have discussed, revenue means taxes. Okay, now the company had become the divan, we all know that, but it still saw itself primarily as a trader. Okay, they were pretending themselves, still we are still traders only. Okay, so it wanted a large revenue income but was unwilling to set up any regular system of assessment and collection. The effort was to increase the revenue as much as it could buy the fine cotton and silk cloths as cheaply as possible. Within 5 years, the value of goods bought by the company in Bengal doubled. Before 1865, what happened? Before 1865, the company had, the company had purchased goods in India by importing gold and silver from the Britain. Now, what will happen now? So, Bengal had to face many, economical or financially crisis due to this. Okay, now the revenue collected in Bengal could finance the purchase of goods for export. So soon it was declared that the Bengal economy was facing lot of deep crisis. Crisis means problems related to money and all. Okay, so we can artisans were deserting villages since they were being forced to sell their goods to the company at low prices. Peasants were unable to pay the dues that were being demanded from them. So we can say that everybody was facing so many kinds of problems. Okay, whatever the sailors were there, they were not allowed to sell their things by their own. They had to sell their things only to the British people. So okay, so peasants, sailors, all people were very now in bad condition, we can say that. Okay, so in what happened in 1770, a terrible famine is uh, there was a terrible famine. Famine means we can say that one type of drought. Okay, the people were not having proper food to eat, like that. Okay, so they were dying with hunger. Okay, so because of that, in Bengal, what happened? 10 million people died. Okay, or we can say that killed. About one third of the population was wiped out. So because of that, all these problems were there now. So people were thinking to fled away from the Bengal because they are exploited by the company or Britishers. You can see that one picture is given here. Okay, one type of market is there. So British people are there and other people are there. So in this market, so many traders are there. You can see that during that time the market, it is shipyard area. Okay, so you can see that how the scene of market is here. So peasants and artisans from the rural areas regularly come here. Okay, at the sometime at the weekly basis. Okay, so during that time the hearts HAATS hearts or weekly markets were held. During that time, the people were coming from various places to this market or to this heart to sell their things, like so that is the in this picture at page number 27, that is the scene of that heart or picture. Okay, that heart or what, how the people were selling their things during that time when the British were ruling. So now next is about the need to improve agriculture. Okay, the need to improve agriculture. Now we all know that in Bengal there were so many economical crises were there. So company was thinking they should improve agriculture. How? If the economy was in ruins, if the economy is in danger. Okay, so what will be the benefit for the Britishers? No benefit. Okay, so that's why they were thinking ki whatever agriculture system should be improved. Okay, so they in these in economical crisis they cannot continue with. Okay, so most company officials begin to feel that investment in land had to be encouraged and agriculture had to be improved. They were thinking ki they should spend money on the agriculture. They should spend money on to encourage the agriculture, and they should work how to improve agriculture in India. So how, so that's why they introduced we have talked about what permanent settlement. Okay, what was permanent settlement? I am telling you now. So after 2 decade discussion of this question, yes, then the agriculture should be improved or not. So they introduced permanent settlement in 1793 in Bengal, right? So by the term of the settlement, the Rajas and the Talukadars were recognized as Jamindar. Okay, now initially they were, before 1793, they were, Rajas and Talukadars were there, but now they are known as Jamindar because they are needed to be collect taxes from the peasants and all. Okay, so they were asked to collect rent from the peasants and pay revenue from the company, right? So the amount to be paid was fixed permanently. It was in the starting only, that is, it was not to be increased ever in the future. These words from the side of Britishers, right? It was felt that this would ensure a regular flow of revenue into the company's coffers, and at the same time encourage the jamindars to invest in improving the lands. Since the revenue demanded for the state would not be increased, the jamindar would benefit from the increased production from the land. So, why to improve agriculture, the Britishers started first permanent settlement. Okay, so where they have talked about there should be, or there will be fixed revenue taxes, they will not be increased in future, but it was not done. Later on we will discuss other points regarding this also. Okay, so today our Zoom class is also there. We will discuss the rest of the chapter in that class also, and the question and answer also. Okay, students. So till then, keep learning. Take care.